Shalom, like give all honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Like give double honors to our apostles and elders with great millstones. Salutations to all you sincere brothers pushing this word across the four corners of the earth. Quick news update for you all from newstarget.com. And the title says Disney to lay off 28,000 workers in belt-tightening move amid coronavirus pandemic. This was published on October the 8th, 2020. It looks like the happiest place on earth is about to be the saddest one for thousands of workers after Walt Disney Company announced they will lay off 28,000 employees because of the coronavirus COVID-19 pandemic. Travel and other experiences struggled during the pandemic. Even Disney, a mass media and entertainment conglomerate, is not immune to the significant economic impact of the pandemic. The cutback of thousands of workers in its failing U.S. resort business marks one of the deepest workforce reductions of the COVID-19 era. So with this pandemic going on, as you can see, this is what these elites want. They want all these different businesses to shut down so they can have their main corporation set up for this New World Order agenda. But as you can see with your own eyes, that this place America known as Babylon the Great is falling right before our own eyes. And that leads me to the book of Ecclesiastes, the 3rd chapter, the 1st verse. To everything there's a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven. So as you can see with America, it had its good run. This place was doing nothing but wickedness upon the earth, where it had its influence amongst these other nations, and they was being whorish by drinking that Babylonian wine because they left their ancient customs and they started following that whore, America. So now we're in that season that we are seeing the downfall of this great empire, America. A time to be born and a time to die. So the times that we are facing now, when martial law is about to be implemented, the vaccine is going to be implemented, the microchip, which is the mark of the beast, is going to be implemented. So for the ones that the people that want to accept that New World Order agenda, it's going to be a lot of bloodshed here. It's going to be civil wars here because you're going to have a lot of these Americans are not going to be conformed by this New World Order agenda. So with that, with these civil wars going on in the streets of America, with this economic collapse happening, so it's going to be a great famine here. These different grocery store shelves are going to be diminishing. So it's going to be every man for himself. So it's going to be a lot of people dying out here. As it says in the book of Matthew, the 24th chapter, that the love of many should be wax cold. So by that, it's going to be a lot of bloodshed here in the streets of America. Nothing but chaos and anarchy in the streets. So that's going to be a time to die, a time to plant, and a time to pluck up that which is planted. So the Most High planted America for a certain point in time to rule. It had its good run. So now we're at the time frame and we seeing with our own eyes that the Most High is plucking up this place, America. And one of the many ways he's plucking up this place is on that spiritual level, is on that economic level. Verse 3, a time to kill and a time to heal, a time to break down and a time to build up. So he's breaking down this place, America, that city of confusion, and he's building up the house of David, which consists of the elect of the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Hispanics, and Native Americans, the ones that are going to be in that sound mind of receiving the knowledge of Yahweh, Yahushai. So he's building up the house of David right before this place, America, collapses. So as it says, a time to break down and a time to build up. And it leads me to the book of Isaiah, the 24th chapter, and the 10th verse. The city of confusion is broken down, America known as Babylon the Great. The Hebrew word for Babylon goes to Babal, means confusion. As you can see, with all the laws, policies set up here in America, the so-called white man pushes nothing but confusion because it's against the ways of Yahweh, Yahushai, via the scriptures. And the Most High stated that he's not the author of confusion, but this so-called white man being the enemy, being the opposition, being the wicked, he's going to do the opposite of the ways of Yahweh, Yahushai. So it's total confusion here, where you can have a law set up in Mississippi, but the laws will be different in Louisiana or Texas or Georgia. So this place is nothing but a big ball of total confusion. So the city of confusion is broken down. So as we can see, it's being broken down spiritually, it's being broken down economically, and pretty soon it's going to be broken down physically when the Most High have these different countries seeing their nuclear missiles on this place, America. Every house is shut up that no man may come in. There's a crying for wine in the streets because we're coming to those times. It's going to be the famine of the word, where you saw the prophets of Yahweh, Yahushai in the various cities of America proclaiming the word of Yahweh, Yahushai, letting you know it's time to get right with the Most High, letting you know the future outcome of America. So it's going to be a crying for wine in the streets because the people going to be seeking the prophets. But at the end of the day, it's going to be too late because you tarry by seeking the Most High. All joy is darkened, the mirth of the land's gone. That's the point I wanted. All joy is darkened. As you see, these people's faces, it's a lot of unsurety. So a lot of these people are losing their jobs. So now they are in that spirit of being worried of how their kids and families are going to get fed, or sending their kids to school, college, or how to pay their mortgages or different bills because of these different jobs are being shut down. And that's how you know this is all a pandemic by the elites, but more so by Yahweh, because he controls the king's heart whithersoever he do it. So right here it says, Disney reported that the layoffs will affect the company's theme park, cruise line, and retail businesses. While the cutback includes both executives and salaried employees, 67% of workers being terminated are part-time workers. Disney will be offering benefits to laid-off employees along with 90 days of job placement services. The move shocked investors who sent the shares down almost 2% in late trading. Disney stock was already down 13% in 2020. The company-wide cutback clearly shows how industries like travel and other experiences will struggle to recover from the coronavirus pandemic. Aside from Disney, airlines and other travel-reliant businesses will be letting thousands of workers go. On October the 1st, Thursday, American Airlines Group, Inc. advised employees they will lay off at least 19,000 workers, as many were still wary of traveling during the pandemic. The airline will be laying off thousands of flight attendants, pilots, technicians, gate agents, and other staff. So now, as you see, the mirth of this land is being diminished on all types of levels. A lot of these people are not going to be able to travel, go on these different vacations, what Jake like to call it. So that fun time where you trying to escape your reality, that's being decreased on all types of levels. And it leads me to the book of Sirach, the 25th chapter and the 7th verse. There be 9 things which I have judged in my heart to be happy, and the 10th I will utter with my tongue. A man that have joy of his children, and he that liveth to see the fall of his enemy. So the Most High, he's plucking up this place right before our very own eyes. The infrastructure is on a very low level here. The love of many being waxed cold, earthquakes in diverse places. This economic impact is taking a toll on these Americans. Nation against nation, kingdom against kingdom. Yahweh is putting that separation between the Egyptians against the Egyptians, who are these so-called white people. And as it says in Matthew the 13th chapter, that many prophets and righteous men have desired to see those times where we are in right now. And Lord willing, we are those prophets coming back in the reincarnation and looking forward to this kingdom falling. Because those same prophets were looking forward to their captivities falling at that time frame. Because you read the book of Acts, the 1st chapter, the disciples asked Yahweh, will thou at this time restore again the kingdom back to Israel? So how much more now of the last days of this so-called white man's empire? We are looking forward to that downfall. We're looking forward to our big brother coming back and save us. So Lord willing that Yahweh keep that spirit upon us, and we hold on, we wait upon him. Blessed is the man that hope and quietly wait for the salvation of their Lord. So with that was a quick update for you all. Y'all stay strong and hold on. Shalom.
Yeah.